Okay, YouTubers. I recently stated on one of my videos that I wasn't too sure about Gerber's present quality of their products. However, I also mentioned that I was going to check it out by ordering a new one. I'd already ordered, in fact, at the time. And this is what I ordered. And now I gotta eat my words earlier that I was certain that their products were not as good as their older products. I'm embarrassed to say that this is probably even better than their older products. However, and I paid less for this particular knife than I paid for the folder that I had bought previously. They are both made in the USA. This one doesn't say Portland, Oregon, like the other one did, but that was bought, like I said, a long time ago. But it does say it's made in the USA, and by golly, I got to tell you, this is a great knife. My favorite was the K-bar before, for a large fixed blade type knife, and I haven't had a chance to use it much yet, and I have used the K-bar many times, although not the one that I currently have. It's sort of a collector's device for me. Oh yeah, I would not hesitate to use it if I had to, but I'd rather not. And now I don't have to, because this one here is no collector's knife. This knife is a great tactical / combat knife. So if you need to defend yourself up close, this will do the trick. And they put in like a few little serrated edges here on the back end of the blade, and that will help with it being a survival knife as well. Plus the blade is quite thick, and it's relatively heavy. And so you could, I suppose, use it for chopping and other various chores on a survival note. And it's also got a kind of pointy little deal here for, I'm sure that would work quite well for busting glass, car windshields or side windows, whatever you need. And it also has a hole so you can put some paracord in there, make yourself a little lanyard if you so desire. And its ergonomics are outstanding for my hand anyway. And I've complained about my my very long and skinny fingers before. I have a hard time finding a pistol that'll fit them, let alone a knife. And this one, it's great. And you can choke up and use this knife. You could use it for skinning, although it's not what I'd call a knife that's going to be the best that you can have at skinning. It's got enough belly here that it would work. It'll definitely work. And so that would, in my mind, that puts it in a survival knife category as well as a combat tactical type. I just I can't believe I made that statement earlier that I thought Gerber's products were not as good as they used to be. Not after having received this. I bought it off of Amazon.com, and I spent $90 for it. And I think it's worth probably that and more. I'm really impressed with it. This knife is solid as a rock. It's got the full tang, goes all the way back to the lanyard point and the glass breaking tip, or skull crushing if you need to. I'm sure that'd do a lot of damage to somebody's head. And it's got a relatively long blade. It's a big knife. It's not something that would be an everyday carry unless your every day is going out in the woods. In such a case, I would definitely say yes, this is an everyday carry out in the woods. And when I got it, I was checking out the sharpness of it. Now, not all that many knives come really sharp from the factory, but this one will shave hair and skin right off your body. And I did not touch that up. Now look at that. Now I got a big bare spot that's going to take eons to grow back. Anyway, like I said, if you want a fixed blade large knife, I highly recommend this. I believe that the $90 price, while not a cheap knife, is certainly not a severely expensive knife, and I highly recommend it. Now we get to that was all the cons, or the pros. So here comes the con. The sheath that it comes with is a great idea. However, in my particular case, I don't know if they're all like this, but let me just take a second and go get that sheath. I'll be right back. And here we are. That's the sheath. And while it's a good solid sheath and would certainly protect the knife and you from the knife, however, getting it in and out is a real problem. Now it's got a little device here that you press. I don't know if you're getting that, but it's sort of like old thumb brakes on old holsters, where you use that and then you can pull it out easily. However, and you notice also that the knife, they packed it, they shipped it well lubed, and I believe that main purpose was so they could get the knife in the sheath and out again. And it took me a pretty good effort just to get it out that first time. And I think it's just a little bit too tough that way. I am not going to fart around with that at all. End up cutting myself or something. But the sheath, the whole thing, comes like this. Now, I don't know what all this other extra gear is. I don't know. To me, it's kind of weird if they just because the knife itself actually has a nice handy little, so you could put it around your belt. Now, what all this rigmarole is for, I don't know. Maybe you can send me a video response and show me, because I don't know. It's kind of weird, I think. I'm sure it has its uses, but those uses will not be used by me in any time in the near future. But like I said, the sheath itself is quite good. There's a lot of this other stuff, and then there's the problem of actually once you get it in there, it's locked in. Nobody can take this knife away from you unless they rape you first. Well, sort of. I hope you get my meaning, because just sliding it in like I do there, it's not easy to get out, and I haven't even reached the point where it's locked in, and that wasn't it. I don't know. See, I'm not going to try any further. I will over the coming weeks and months. I'll keep trying to work on it. Maybe it'll loosen up with time. I don't know. Well, I think that for present purposes, this is just fine right here for me. And using the regular belt loop. I don't know what to do with this. Maybe, well, yeah, I think I can take these off and then slide this whole rigmarole off there, so I won't have to worry about this stuff. Be able to put it on my belt, and then it will be just fine, perfect. In fact, anyway, as long as I've had different knives, this is one of the best that I've ever seen for $100 anyway, or less than $100. So I'm going to use it. It's not going to be a closet or desk drawer queen, or a knife display queen. It's going to be used. And as a closing note, don't forget your harmonica. This is a Hohner. And it's a Hohner Special. I believe it's 20. Yeah, Hohner Special 20. And so, if you need entertainment, don't forget your harmonica. Doesn't have any batteries, and it never needs recharging. Goodbye, all.